It's not unusual to have large groups arrive at McLean Mill National Historic Site. They come from all over the world every year, and they often arrive by rail. But what's unusual about this group is that their rail cars were part of a convoy and not a train.
We all, as kids, liked trains and railroading, and this gives us the opportunity to actually operate a real piece of track equipment, which is now a piece of railroad history.
They're motor cars, once a common sight on North American railroads everywhere. Now these ones are privately owned by rail enthusiasts.
It's a club. The club has 1,800 members nationwide, and we're divided up into 11 chapters dedicated to the preservation, restoration, and safe operation of these track cars, or their nickname is called speeders.
And probably the best part of club membership, traveling with the group to new areas and seeing the country from a unique perspective.
Instead of seeing it from the highway, you're seeing it from the railway. And of course, you're cruising along maybe 10, 20 miles an hour. You're not going very fast, and you get a chance to actually enjoy the view.
There's probably 99.9% of the population that do not get to see the beauty and the grandeur of what you can see by rail. It's absolutely breathtaking.
Beauty and grandeur, a sense of history. And on top of all that, these speeders have got to be the greatest toy ever.
Yeah, because it's so much fun, how could you call it anything else but a toy? However, there's of course work involved, and it's safety first.
There we go.
Safety first means that operators are licensed and insured, and they can't just hop on any old rail line.
All of the railways that we travel on are either excursion railways or they are private railroads. Anybody that will give us permission through legal auspices so we can have an organized run such as the railroad who has hosted us this weekend.
That would be the Alberni Pacific Railway, and an excursion that has delighted the operators of all 27 speeders who took part.
This time of year and the weather we're having, I think the folks are just so darn impressed with what the scenery we have and the views of the valley and all around Cameron Lake going along. I've had nothing but positive feedback.
Which leaves me with just one more question. Just how crazy expensive is this hobby?
Not really compared to, say, something like hot rods or whatever. You can get a reasonably inexpensive speeder operational for about $3,000 to $4,000.
Anybody that has the opportunity, who loves trains, who's ever had the opportunity to want to actually operate a type of rail equipment, then this is your hobby.
In Port Alberni, and seriously considering buying a speeder, I'm Nancy Wilmot.